Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Pattercrafts and I'm here with a design team project for Scrapping for Less. Today I'll be making a card using the Fairy House stamp by Scrapping for Less. This is part of their first ever release. So to start this card, I'm making my background. I decided that I want my fairy house to be on a rainbow of clouds. So I have a cloud stencil here, but you could just use some scrap paper and just make some cloud-like images. Or if you had like a cloud die, you could go ahead and cut that out and then use that paper for a stencil. I'm going from bottom to top, but it's probably best to go from top to bottom when you're making these clouds. I just had my colors kind of backwards on how I wanted to use them. So I just kind of went with it. So the colors I used for my clouds are Spun Sugar, Broken China, Shabby Shutters, Squeezed Lemonade, Spiced Marmalade, and Fired Brick. And then at the end, after I finished with the red, I realized I have that giant white cloud at the bottom, and I didn't really want that big of a white space. So I do come in with some picked raspberry at the very end and just kind of add some to that white space there at the bottom. So once that is all set, I am going to go ahead and grab the stamp and we're going to go ahead and stamp that out. I am choosing to use Copic Markers for coloring today. That is my color medium of choice most of the time, but you could definitely color this image in whichever medium you prefer. So we'll go ahead and zoom in. I chose to make my house purple because I just thought it kind of went with my rainbow type theme. So I'm just laying down BV02. This is the lightest purple I'm using for the house, and I'm just going to go ahead and color the entire brick part of the house. Then I'm using BV08, and like where those little brick lines are in the image, I'm just going over those and then just adding a little bit in a couple different places where I might want a little bit of a shadow. And then this is the V17, and I went ahead over that and then brought in some V25 for the rest of it. These purples sort of blend together, but you're going to definitely tell where you laid them out. But I don't really have a lot of purples, so I just kind of work with what I got. Adding pink there for the door, because why not? Not really adding any shadowing to that or to the gray here on the roof and the steps. Adding some yellow to the windows like somebody is at home. And then I brought in this very light blue color. I think it's like a B0000. Like I know there's a lot of zeros. I don't know if there's 3 or 4 of them, but it's super light. You really can't tell it's a blue color, but it's there. I then went ahead and fussy cut out the image where the little snowbank is. I wasn't sure how my scan and cut would cut that out, and it really took less time to just go ahead and fussy cut the image than it would have been to be fussy with my machine. So I'm using the sentiment Fairy Blessings Coming Your Way. That is from the stamp set. Went ahead and stamped that up in the clouds and then popped up my house on some foam tape. Bringing in this Limeade cardstock, I believe that is the name, but don't quote me. So just adding some tape runner, and then we're going to go ahead and add my panel to the inside of the card. Now I'm just kind of deciding like, what do I want to do with the rest of this? So I was debating between the glossy accents and Stickles for the snow on the house. The Stickles does win out. I think it's just a little more glittery, but it'll dry kind of flat. It doesn't really have a lot of dimension, or at least my bottle doesn't. So I did use the Stickles for the snow, and then I decided to use the white Blizzard Stickles for just a couple of dots up in the clouds. I know there's probably not really snow up in the clouds like that, but it's, you know, use your imagination. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more and you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye.